This is the flat ironing video, and I'm excited to share this information because it's probably the number one thing I get asked as a stylist. How can you keep your hair healthy when you're using the flat iron heat styling tools? Right here, as you can see, my hair, I did half of it, so you can see what a big difference it is. The side that's undone, I had it chemically straightened about 6 months ago, so my ends are pretty straight, but the new growth is my natural hair, which is pretty curly. So I'm gonna flat iron that side for you so you can see the exact technique that I use. Right now my hair is about 80% dry, and I'm just going to show you the tools that I use. This is the rat tail comb that's used to section and untangle my hair before I flat iron. This is the paddle brush. This is used to detangle. It's very gentle on the hair. I highly recommend that. These are sectioning clips. You'll need the smaller ones, and this is the larger one. It just helps you work easier and keep your hair out of the way. This is a butterfly clip that's also used just to clip your hair out of the way. It's much easier to work in sections so you don't re-flat iron any hair that you've already done. This is what I've been using lately. It's Redken's Anti-Snap. It's a heat protectant. It's a leave-in conditioner. It's really good. It's light. Doesn't weigh the hair down. And I also I've been using argan oil. This one I got at a pro shop, but there's several different ones out on the market. I highly recommend using some type of serum or oil in your hair also. And this is an ionic blow dryer with the pick attachment that is highly recommended to smooth your hair before you flat iron. And of course your flat iron. I got this one on Amazon. It was about $45. It's a Her Styler. That's H-E-R Styler, and it has the ceramic tourmaline plates. And also I use just a handheld mirror when I'm doing the back and the top of my hair so I can see what I'm doing. Right now I've already put in some of the anti-snap. I'm just putting a little bit of argan oil in my hair before I start. Any area that just feels a little dry, I'll put a little bit of oil in there. Clean sections when you flat iron is very important because the main thing with flat iron is you don't want to go back over a section you've already done. That's one of the major ways that you prevent damage is using as little heat as possible. And also with the blow dryer, like I said before, my hair is about 80-85% dry. I just use the blow dryer for just a few minutes just to kind of smooth it out some more and get that last little bit of moisture out of my hair. I'm starting in the front. I have some bangs that I'm growing out. I'm gonna do those first and clip them out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. Also, you want to work in small sections. This is, well, especially if you have a tighter curl like I do, that's what's going to get the hair really smooth without you having to go over it too many times. I try not to go over any one section more than twice. Also, you don't need to clamp down real hard on the plates. If you've gone over a section and there's an indentation, you're holding the plates together too hard. And working with smaller sections, like I said before, that's really the key. You're going to be able to get it smoother by going over it only once or twice. If the section is too thick, You have to go over it 10 times. You're not really getting it smooth anyway, and you've probably damaged that hair. That's the important thing to remember. You can damage the hair very quickly when you're using heat. When I flat iron my hair, I like to section off. I do a U-shaped section at the very top, do that last, and usually I do my back and sides first. When you're working on yourself, it's much easier to work from the top to the bottom. I think it's easier to see the section, it's easier to clip it up out of the way. If you're flat ironing somebody else's hair, you can work from the bottom up because it's easier for you to see the section and section it off. When blow drying my hair, like I said before, I just try to do it just a few minutes. This blow dryer I actually got at Sally's for like $15. I don't believe you have to have a $150, $200 blow dryer to get the job done when you're straightening your hair this way. As long as it's ionic and it has a pick attachment, I think it's going to do the job. So my personal opinion, don't worry about getting the highest priced blow dryer. As far as how smooth you get it, that really just depends on your hair, and just kind of feel it. As long as most of the curl is out and it feels mostly dry. You definitely don't ever want to flat iron your hair when it's damp. Sectioning the hair in these smaller sections definitely takes longer, but that's really how you get the hair straight and only have to pass over it one time. It takes me about an hour and 20 minutes to do my whole head with the blow drying and the flat ironing, but I only do it once a week. After I've flat ironed it, I'll wrap it and I don't have to worry about it again till I shampoo again. Also, it depends on if you've relaxed your hair or not. How many times, what you can get away with the flat iron, how straight you can get it. I recommend, if you like to wear your hair straight, you wear it straight all the time, I highly recommend having some kind of straightening treatment. It's just much easier to get it smooth with less heat. And as long as you're careful with those chemical services, the hair is not going to get damaged. There'll be a little there's always a little damage with chemical services, but as long as it's done by a professional or somebody that knows what they're doing, you can definitely keep your hair looking really good and still flat iron it every week. Your sections don't have to be perfect either. I mean, you want them mostly straight, so you can smooth it evenly, but it doesn't have to be super perfect. Here I am starting on the back of my hair. I'm looking in the small mirror to help me see in the larger bathroom mirror, and I just section the hair off through the mirror and then turn back around so I can flat iron that section and clip it out of the way. Yeah, doing the back of your head can be a little tricky. You're definitely going to need that handheld mirror to see the back of your head. Also, my new growth underneath, I'm not so worried about getting that super straight, because nobody will really be able to see that anyway. I know it's there, but what I do is the very top of my hair, I make sure I might go over that a few more times, get that really straight, and then once I let it down, it just falls over that underneath hair that's still a little wavy. It's just another one of my techniques that I don't worry about. I just want to use as little heat as possible on the hair to get the look I'm going for. So this hair underneath, yeah, just smooth over it once and clip it out of the way. Also, the other thing I have in my hair is demi-color. I talk about that in the routines. That's what gives it that really nice shine. I have a red glaze in my hair. These type of colors, they don't lighten your natural hair color, but they'll stay the same tone or go a little darker. And that also definitely helps get your hair smoother. In my experience, having a glaze on your hair, and like I said, it gives it a ton of shine that it wouldn't normally have. Doing the final top section of my hair, smoothing that out a little bit. Yeah, here with the top, the section that has not been straightened with the chemical straightener, I go over it just a few times to get a little smoother than that hair underneath, just because that is the hair that people see. Just remembering to work with sectioning your hair off really good. That's another, major thing to remember, because you don't want to put any extra heat on hair that you've already done. Never flat iron your hair without first putting in your leave-in conditioner, some type of oil or serum. after I've finished, I won't do touch-ups or anything like that again until I've shampooed and conditioned my hair. The way to keep it staying smooth in between your flat ironing is wrapping your hair, and you can see how to do that in the wrapping video. That's WRAPPING, wrapping, not music rap. Yeah, just some points to remember. When you're flat ironing, make, as clean a section as you can so you don't go over that hair again. Don't pull too hard, don't clamp too hard on the plates when you're going over your hair. The underneath section, really just need to make one pass over. Well, then again, of course, depending on if you've had your hair relaxed or not, that'll make it easier to get it smooth. And making sure that you've used some type of serum and some type of leave-in conditioner to protect the hair even more. Right here, this is another important thing. If there's a few pieces you want to smooth out even more, once you flip your hair back, is you don't even have to close the plates all the way. They're still hot. I'm not even touching my hair, but just kind of gliding over it. It'll still smooth any little flyaways in there. The first day I do my hair, sometimes it's still a little poofy, a little poofier than I like. But of course, after I've slept on it a day or two, it lays even better. A little bit more argan oil through the ends. And when you use this oil, do not use gobs. That's going to wear your hair down and make it look greasy. That's not the look you want to go for. Just a teeny bit on your fingertips and run it through the ends. And there is the finished product.